afternoon, my feral friends. It is it Wednesday or Thursday? I don't even know. I think it's Thursday. About, let me tell you. It is Thursday, January 29th at about 12:25. I'm off on my days and everything. The last few days they've been really hard in a lot of ways. It's been very cold, the ice, couldn't really get out. I mean, I did get out, but it was cold, so couldn't spend as much time out as I like. Being outside is good for my mental health, for my physical health. The house is a bit of a project house, if you will. So being in there is, it takes a minute. So I was doing a Bible study. Earlier, I like to start with the devotional. This one's Joyce Meyer's. Starting your day right. So before I even get out of bed, before I open my eyes, I say, Lord, please take this day and make it yours. Whatever we are supposed to do, please let me just concentrate on putting one foot in front of the other and just help me through the day. I was thinking about the passage, which is keep your peace, which who's not looking for peace, right? The realm that I am moving into is wanting to help people learn how to be still and sit with themselves and find their peace. And I have had the last almost 4 years of going through so many different things that it makes sense to me now. God does put the puzzle pieces together, and his timing is perfect. Even if you can't really see it, you have to trust it. That's why it's called faith. So let me read from this. Keep your peace. Only fear the Lord and serve him faithfully for all your heart. For consider how great are the things he has done for you. 1 Samuel 12:24. It's such a beautiful day. Those chimes. To have peace, keep your eyes on God. Get alone to fellowship with him. If you have to get in a closet and sit in the middle of all your shoes and hang clothes over your head to hide in order to find solitude, then do it. And I have done this before. Then focus on all that God has done for you. Jesus said, go to your most private room when you pray to the Father, and he will reward you openly for the time you spend with him. See Matthew 6:6. Don't miss out on God's abundant blessings for your life. My most precious room, I think, is outside. And like I said, he has made beautiful days. And whether I'm kind of enclosed in the back of the porch area or outside, it is just, it calms my nervous system. It helps me breathe. I was thinking about life, just life. And coming from a military family and the time and everything like that, as much as we moved and just everything, I think that my nervous system has been pretty shot since I was like 3. Definitely by 7. But then I think about my grown-up life. And before I really got to be a grown-up, my father had a massive stroke, as I've mentioned before, and that really derailed me. And even though I had meditation and yoga and all of these things in my background, I did not have a strong enough spiritual foundation to understand what was going on and how to pray and how to get through it healthy. So I gave the devil a foothold, and man, he didn't let go. And the thing about it is, I was talking about earlier, I've said it before, I've lost anger. And it's a defense mechanism that really could come in handy, especially over the last couple, 2-3 days. I've been struggling a bit, as have other people. People have reached out to me, and I just love and thank everybody, and I've reached out to other people. And so you do have that kind of energy, put it out there, because everybody seems to be struggling with something. And I do believe that it is an energy and a vibrational frequency situation. Because it is spiritual. I think that this is a different level of spiritual warfare than any time before in history, for a variety of different reasons, in my opinion. Things are just off, like so off, like the Mandela effect that everybody keeps talking about. And there's a theory as to why. And it goes into the quantum realm. If you're interested in that, I'm trying to figure out how to put that together where it makes sense, because it's kind of hard to explain. But if you feel energy, you can move energy. And a lot of people don't realize that. I did not realize that. Until I started trying to figure out, okay, what is this? And started researching. And it does sound very kind of hippy-dippy in some ways, but there are literal passages in the Bible talking about healing and having the authority to lay hands and laying prayer and having the authority of Jesus Christ over people. There's a young man, his name is, what is his name? Crawford, I think. I don't know if that's his first name or last name. I'll have to get back on that. But he is a young man that goes into the streets, and he ministers, and he literally puts his hands on people. And these people seem to respond to this. And his physical being, this energy transference, at least from my perspective, I can see it. I hope he's taking care of himself. And that's something I didn't understand, is how do you help somebody with the transference of energy and not take on their energy? A lot of things I did not realize is capacity. When people are just purging and purging and purging, to me, I'm like, yes, get it out, get it out, get it out. It's good. I don't take it personally, because I know they're not mad at me. I know that they're not upset with me. I hope that I'm like this vessel of, oh, I feel so much better now. I just needed to get it out. But a lot of times when we do this with people that we love, our spouses, our siblings, our parents, our children, any number of relationships, we don't realize that the other person does not have the capacity to get all of that that we're just like getting out. I think this is another reason that it's healthy to go to like yoga classes where you have these groups of people just purging themselves, getting things out. It's healthy to do it in a group setting. You have to be careful though, and that's where I'm kind of working towards. I don't want to lead people down the wrong road, the wrong path, ever. And everything that goes into the spiritual realm, yoga, meditation, sound healing, music, vibration, frequency, it's very powerful. So we have to make sure that we are intentfully going straight to, in my case, God, the Lord, the source, the divine, and Him only. So if you're looking for your peace, as I think most people are, I encourage you to get out in nature, whether it's a porch, whether it's the middle of a field, wherever it might be. Get out in nature, sit, get very, very still and quiet, and talk to God. And He will answer. And if you listen to Him and have faith and follow His instruction, it is amazing what He has planned. It's not always about you. A lot of times there's a message for somebody, and you have to get out of your own comfort zone to get that message out. I have no problem talking to someone at a grocery store or, any number of other places, but the idea of talking to any kind of audience, not my comfort zone. But I think these things are important. And I've seen a lot of people say the same thing, so I know I'm not alone. So, God bless, Godspeed, have a great day, go out, be kind, make at least one person smile. It's contagious.